Hi everyone, I'm here today with a card I was inspired to make by Debbie Hughes. She is awesome and I will link up her blog and her YouTube channel on my blog post. So be sure to check it out. She is awesome, she is talented, and she has a wicked accent and I love her. But anyway, she created this card using the sprig from the Simon Says stamp set right here. I don't know what it's called, a sprig, a flower stem, whatever. But she created a wreath with it. So I wanted to do the same thing. So I just took a die cut. I used one by Lawn Fawn. Any circle shape will do of the size that you want, and I just traced it with a pencil. And I'm taking two different color hero arts. I'm taking the Green Hills Midtone ink, and I'm going around and stamping that little sprig uh, around the pencil line there to create my wreath. And then I'm going to take another color by Hero Arts called Soft Green, and I'm going to stamp around the wreath as well. So that's going to give me two different two different shades of green on that wreath. It also is going to fill in any gaps that I had. It's just really pretty. I love those two colors together. They're quite stunning. Debbie Hughes is a genius for using this stamp to create a wreath. I'm not sure if I would have thought of that. I love people that can look at stamps in totally unique ways and come up with different ways to use them. This is just brilliant. So now what I'm going to do eventually is I'm going to go ahead and mask off a section down there at the bottom right below the wreath because I want to use my Simon Says Stamp Falling Snow Stencil, which is, I just used it on my last video. I just love it, love it, love it. I'm going to secure it in place with some washi tape so it doesn't shift while I'm going to be inking it up. And I'm going to be taking this finger dauber sponge thingy, whatever it's called, and I'm going to be using some Hero Art Silver ink. This ink is amazing. I absolutely love it. And I'm going in with a light hand. I don't want something so dark and heavy, but I want to make sure that all of the stencil is getting covered. I want to make sure that all that ink is getting through. So I'm just going over it with the silver ink, and then I'm going to peel it up, and it is so pretty. Look at the snow down there at the bottom of the card. Isn't that pretty? That's just a great stencil. I love it. Now I'm taking an eraser and I'm going to erase those pencil mark lines that I made earlier to create the shape of the wreath. And I have to say, make sure you use a really good eraser. I have ruined cards using the erasers that came at the top of my pencils. So just make sure you invest in that's from Target, it's $1 or something, but make sure you use a decent eraser. So I'm going to be taking the Merry Christmas set from that stamp set by Simon Says Stamp. It's from their holiday release, and I'll link up all the supplies on my blog. And I'm going to ink it up using some soft pool shadow ink. And I'm going to stamp it right there in the center of that wreath. I thought that would make a good focal point. Now I was thinking about kind of popping it up, and I decided that I'm really cheap and I know that I'm going to mail this, so I wanted as little dimension as I could put on there. I was going to use some American craft glitter tape, but then I decided I'm going to take a strip, literally I pulled out of my garbage can, and I wanted a perfect match there, so I'm just going to ink it up with that soft pool shadow ink, this little strip right out of the garbage. See, I can recycle. And I'm going to adhere that down with some Tombow multi-liner glue. I like this glue because it gives me some liberty to shift my paper around if I need to before it is permanent. And I'm just going to cut off the excess there, the back of my card. And now I decided I'm going to I'm sorry, I went off camera here, but I'm going to round the bottom of my corners of the card with my corner chomper. I'm going to be taking this Wink of Stella glitter print in clear, and I'm just going to kind of just quickly go over the little Merry Christmas there to just give it some extra shine. It's so pretty in real life. It's just not something I can capture on camera very well. And this is Liquid Pearl and Ruby Red, I believe. And I'm just going to go around and I cut out a little bit because my head got in the way a lot. I don't need to see my big old bouffant head. Anyway, I went ahead and added some liquid pearls. And so that completes the card, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching.